Hello and thank you for joining me. It's Saturday the 7th of September. We're already first week in. That seems to have gone very, very quickly, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to use some oracle cards today. And I've got something else as well that I'm going to use. Don't use it very often, but so stay tuned for the end and I'll explain a little bit more. Okay, so let's see who comes out today. Don't forget, if you really like these readings and would like a personal reading, I offer those via Zoom, so you can have those wherever you are in the world. My website link is in the description, so just click on that, go to book a reading, and you'll see my availability and what you need to do. It's very easy. Okay, we've got the thinking woman. Oh, there's dangerous. Women that think, no. And goddess of the moon. So there's a real divine feminine energy here with these two. The numbers are 47 and 52. I kind of feel like that's an age range. So if you are in that age range, then maybe you will particularly understand when I say, obviously I am also in this age range. I'm 50, just turned 50. But I really feel that that's probably the age when women really start to think, sod it, I don't care what anybody else thinks, I'm going to do things my way, and become more in tune with themselves. So if you relate to that, if you resonate with that, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But obviously this is a collective message. You are not all women in that age range, but I just feel that tapping into that real couldn't care less what people think kind of energy that comes about when you reach a certain age is what we're being called to do here, because it's quite fun actually. The goddess of the moon, really powerful, isn't it? That energy. I mean, the moon has the ability to change the waves, the ocean, people's moods, everything. It's a really powerful energy. And if you're harnessing that energy and using it for yourself, working with it, then that is truly transformational and as I say, very powerful. Now we do have coming up the start of an eclipse season, so we are going to be really feeling lots of transformational energy as we build up to that full moon lunar eclipse on the 17th 18th of September, depending on where you are in the world. And I feel that is what this card is all about. I also feel the thinking woman. I love the green in this card. And the reason I like this green is I work with crystals. I do crystal healing, and I have a number of green crystals like this, which I tend to use if I want calming energy, to really bring people back to that present moment. If they're a little bit scattered or feeling a little bit angry about their circumstances, then these green crystals, because green relates to our heart chakra, and obviously pink, you can sometimes use pink and rose quartz for your heart chakra as well. But for me, green is healing, is calming. And the whole scene of this is in green, isn't it? And of course, when you are calm, you can make some really good rational decisions. You cannot do that when you are all over the place. So now obviously the moon does make us a little bit all over the place sometimes. So there's that duality there, isn't there? Of knowing when you're being led by your emotions and knowing when you're in a really calm, rational place. So I feel like that is also a message for us here. Knowing when you are in one place or the other. Are you able to make calm, rational decisions? Because sometimes we can't, can we? Sometimes we've got that red mist and someone annoys us and you say something you don't mean. And then sometimes you can just look at things in a really sensible, practical manner. And of course, we're in Virgo season, so we have that wonderful practical energy to work with as well. So today seems to me like there is going to be an awareness that you have a time for feeling and you have a time for thinking. And they're both brilliant in their place. They're both a little bit dangerous if we do it in the wrong mood. But yeah, I do feel there's going to be a real looking at ourselves and understanding how we tick and how we can actually enhance our abilities to make some really good decisions. Now, I did say I was going to do something else. I've got a little bag here. I've got a bag of runes. Now, these runes were my late sister's when I was clearing out her property after she passed away. They were scattered all over the place. You'd find them in cupboards and the kitchen and the floor. And I managed to find all but one. And the one that was missing was the rune Stillness, which I felt was very relevant. But I put a crystal in there to represent that one. And every now and then I use these to pick myself a little message. But today I thought I would pick one for you. So we have got this rune. Now, I'm not even going to try and pronounce them, to be honest. I'm going to use the English words. And this is opening, number 14 in the rune book. This is the rune book, if you're interested. It's very, very old. I think this is something that was bought in the 80s. It's very, very warm. So let's see what that says. I'm going to read it from the book. Okay, so I'm not going to read the whole thing, but this is opening, and it also represents fire and a torch. So it's an illuminating kind of light, a little bit like our moon illuminating there, and also the books, isn't it? Because they can be very illuminating when we learn things that we didn't know. And this now says, it's the rune of opening and renewed clarity for dispelling the darkness that has been shrouding some part of your life. You are free now, both to receive and to know the joy of non-attached giving. Another really interesting passage in this part says, on the one hand, you are limited and dependent, but on the other, you are at the perfect centre where the harmonious and beneficial forces of the universe merge and radiate, and you are at the centre. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? I feel like that rune's reminding us of our human self and our soul, and how they are connected. So there's going to be some opportunities to be working in your human world, pushing forward and doing whatever it is you want to do, and really connecting with the universe. So that sounds like a very lovely Saturday. So I hope you enjoy it. And I hope whatever happens is really harmonious and beneficial, just like our little book said. So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.